My AI just planned my week. Not a generic to-do list, not here are some tips. It looked at my calendar, it looked at my tasks, and told me where to put what, all in one conversation. And this isn't a one-off trick. This is skills that you're actually going to use every week. Planning out your week, looking back and reviewing your week, and adjusting for what's next. And if you don't like the way a skill fits the way you want to work, you just simply adjust it yourself. If you followed me in episodes 2 through 4, you already built the foundation. Today, you're going to make that weekly. Let's build. Open your Claude project. This is where your context card, your skills, and your calendar connector all live. Type Plan My Week. Watch what happens. Claude reads your Google Calendar, every meeting, every event, then it reads your Notion task database, every open item, every due date, and it merges them into one view. No more tab switching between Google Calendar and your task list. Everything in one place before you make a single decision. Now it recommends priorities. Your context card, the one you built in episode 2, tells Claude what matters to you. So when it sees 14 tasks and 8 meetings, it doesn't just list them. It tells you what to tackle first, what to push, and what to drop. You make the call right there in the conversation. Yes, move the proposal to Tuesday. Drop the status meeting prep. I'll wing it. Push the report to next week. Claude updates your Notion task due dates, and it creates placeholder events on your Google Calendar with instructions. Draft Q2 proposal, high priority, 90 minutes. One conversation, your week is structured. Not perfectly planned, plans change, but deliberately started. Planning without reviewing is guessing. This is the other half. Same project, type, review my week. Claude pulls your completed tasks, your overdue items, your calendar events, and your audit log from the past 7 days. It shows you what you actually did, not what you planned to do. Wins, patterns, carryovers, all surfaced in one pass. You deferred this task 3 weeks running. Either do it Monday or drop it. Those recommendations become tasks for next week's planning session. There are manual approaches out there. Prompt sequences where you can brain dump what happened and your AI asks questions. Those are great starting points, but your second brain remembers for you. It's reading your actual data, what you completed, what you deferred, what you skipped 3 weeks running. It doesn't need the brain dump, it already knows. The review feeds the plan. The plan feeds your week, and your week feeds the review. That's the self-reinforcing cycle that productivity frameworks like GTD have taught for decades. But now your AI runs it with you, reading your actual data instead of relying on your memory. Every skill you've installed across this series is a text file, not locked inside some app, not hidden behind an API, a file you can open, read, and change. That's the design. Your AI system is built on plain English instructions that you control, so let's use that. Inside your Claude project, ask Claude to use the skill creator. Tell it what you want. Claude generates the skill file. Save it, zip it, upload it. Click Customize, Skills, +, upload a skill. Run it with sample meeting notes. Meeting notes to action items in your task database, one of the most adopted AI productivity workflows in the workplace, and you just built it yourself. Now, editing a skill you already have. Open your daily news skill file, find the topics section, add a new source, AI healthcare, whatever matters to you. Save, re-upload it, run it. The output now includes your new topic. You didn't need to ask anyone's permission or wait for an update. This is your system. Before we close, I want to illustrate something to you that you may not have realized that you built. So think of your Claude account as a building, and each project is a room inside the building. And so every conversation that you have with Claude, that's like a whiteboard inside the room. So while you're using it, everything's right there. But if you start a new chat, the context from that whiteboard isn't carried over automatically. The conversation is still there and searchable, but in your next chat, Claude won't reference it unless you ask it to. Inside each room, you've got more than just whiteboards. Your project instructions that you built in episode 2, those are referenced in every conversation. Think of those as ground rules framed up on the wall when you walk into the room. The files for the project are like references you can pull out of the filing cabinet, referenceable in every conversation. And then there's the project memory. Think of those as things you want Claude to remember. Those are like the sticky notes on the wall. Those stay up in the room between every conversation. Then there's one more layer, settings memory. That's the bulletin board in the lobby. It's not tied to any one room. It's what Claude remembers about you. Your preferences, your style, facts that are useful everywhere. Every room you walk into, Claude already knows. A simple rule. If it's true about only the project, stick it to the project wall. If it's true about you in general, pin it to the lobby board. Memory is in control by you. You can manage it. So the persistent memory, or the lobby board, you can edit that in settings memory, and the project memory is editable inside the project. Both are yours to manage. One more thing, those whiteboards don't disappear completely. Your past conversations are searchable. If you can't remember where you discussed something, just ask Claude. Where did we talk about the quarterly budget? And it'll give you the link. You can also find your artifacts, everything Claude created for you, in the artifacts section of your account. We've been building a memory system, we just haven't been calling it that. And those skill files you've been building inside your projects, the content's the same no matter you're using Claude.ai, desktop, or cowork. Same content, but the install method is different depending on the tool. That's going to matter when we go over next week's episode. You've built the flywheel. It works. Plan, execute, review, improve. But there's a limit to how fast this thing can spin with the current tools you're using right now. The AI context fragments, your AI forgets, the skills are in one place. But next episode, I'll show you what removes that limit, and I'll show you what this system can do when nothing holds it back. Every skill I showed you today is available for download in the description. Weekly planning, weekly review, and process meeting notes. Download them, install them, use them this week. You also saw how to build a brand new skill from scratch in just one conversation. Drop a comment, let me know what skill you're going to build first. If you want to see what the system looks like when nothing holds it back, tune in for episode 6. It changes everything. If this helped, subscribe. I'll see you next week at the next station.